Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Living on the edge, fighting crime, spinning webs.
You know, there's a lot of Spider-Man media out there. From movies, to video games, to TV, of course comic books. I mean, hell, there's even a contemporary rock album about Spider-Man.
Oh, I must be blind. See this clearly.
So, I thought, why not just throw out my idea of what a Spider-Man movie would be like if I got to make it? I think the most important thing to tackle first is, when does the movie take place? Is there going to be an origin story? Who's in the movie? And who's playing who? I want to establish that movie takes place about 8 years after Peter Parker becomes Spider-Man. So he's about 23, kind of similar to the Insomniac Spider-Man game that came out this year. Of course, this isn't going to be an origin story, though we will see Uncle Ben in a flashback. And I think that that's a good way to segue into what characters are going to be in this movie and who's going to be playing them. For Peter Parker, I have Freddie Highmore. You probably know Freddie Highmore from The Good Doctor, or his turn as Norman Bates in Bates Motel, or played Charlie and Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, and was in that really stupid movie Arthur. You know, the one with, I think that was Selena Gomez. Jamie Lee Curtis as Aunt May. I did this because I really like Jamie Lee Curtis. And you sit there and tell me that Jamie Lee Curtis does not look like Aunt May. The actor I want for Uncle Ben is Jeff Bridges. And the reason I chose Jeff Bridges is because he's really good in movies like True Grit and Hell or High Water. And for the two villains of this movie, I'm going with Kraven the Hunter, played by Hugh Jackman, because that would just look dope as fuck, and Kristen Stewart as Black Cat. Now, there's probably some of you that's going, oh my god, why would he put blank-faced Bella in a Spider-Man movie? And to that I say, you can't judge an actor or actress based off of one performance. I mean, did you see Personal Shopper? Brilliant. For the tone of the movie, I was thinking taking teen dramas like Perks of Being a Wallflower and Me and Earl and the Dying Girl and mixing them with more Woody Allen or Noah Baumbach type things. Movies like Manhattan or The Squid and the Whale. That way, the movie can have lighthearted moments but also pack an emotional punch. I don't want the movie to be a feel-good movie, but I also don't want it to be a total downer. I will also be saying who will be playing what characters, such as love interest or just minor characters in general, if they come up. At the beginning of the movie, Spider-Man is taking it easy. There's no need for him at the moment because every single villain is in jail. He's living life as Peter Parker and only Peter Parker, and has forgotten why Spider-Man is truly so important to the city of New York. When the Vulture, played by Ralph Fiennes, breaks out, Peter hears about this and jumps back into action as Spider-Man. When Spider-Man finally finds the Vulture, he's beaten half to death on a rooftop in front of Kraven the Hunter. Kraven introduces himself and says to Spider-Man he won't attack him this time, but next time be prepared, because Kraven's on the hunt for the most dangerous game, people with superpowers. On his way home, he runs into Black Cat, and they have their back and forth, establishing a little playful kind of feeling in their relationship with each other. A short time after, both Black Cat and Peter have a run-in with Kraven the Hunter, and team up to take him down after Kraven starts going after Black Cat, seeing her as an exciting hunt. Meanwhile, in Peter's personal life, he starts dating Felicia Hardy, not knowing that she's Black Cat. During this romantic fling with Felicia, we learn he still feels very guilty for what happens to Gwen Stacy, who would be played by Hannah Murray, during the fight with the Green Goblin, who would be played by Bryan Cranston. We would also learn that he still has very strong feelings for Mary Jane Watson, who would be played by Shailene Woodley, and that he only broke up with her because he feared for her safety. At the end of the movie, Peter relearns why Spider-Man is so important to the city, not just because he stops the villains, but because he's a symbol of the hero that everyone can be. The last few shots of the movie will be Peter breaking it off with Felicia, and the last shot will be him calling MJ and it cutting to black right before she answers the phone. So, what do you guys think of my idea of a Spider-Man movie? I know it's not very fleshed out in the story because this is just a general concept. If I got the chance to flesh it out, I would definitely have more between the relationship of Aunt May and Peter, show a lot more of Aunt May's more motherly advice-giving side. There'd be a lot of Peter's own faults and problems within the movie, and just general more fleshing out of the scripts and the fight scenes and the conversations and the dynamics between the characters. If you like the video, please like it and subscribe. That'd be pretty nice of you. And I'm thinking about turning this into a series on my channel. What if I had the chance to make movies in a franchise? I think that would be a pretty cool concept, and I don't see it anywhere else on YouTube, which is why it's very appealing to me.